Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are doing absolutely well. My name is Namo and you are watching Vocabulary Practice with Namo. In today's video, I am just going to talk about 5 myths about learning English language, 5 myths about English speaking. So without wasting so much time, let's dive into the video. First of all, I just want to tell you, when we are in our initial stage of learning English language, learning English speaking, we have so many doubts, we have so many assumptions, we have so many myths that how I can do it, what is the reason, it is tough, it is hard. So many myths come to our mind. So in this video, I am going to clear few of your doubts that is really help you to understand that these myths can't be exist. So without wasting so much time, let's dive into the video. First of all, the first myth about learning English speaking is that I am too old to learn English language. Yes, I am very old. How can I do this? I am shivering when I am learning English language. He is very young. He can learn very easily. He can adopt very easily. But I just want to tell you, there is no such myth that if you are very old you can't learn anything. I am not just talking about English, I am talking about anything. If you want to learn, if you have a approach, if you have a right approach in learning anything, you can do it whether you are young, whether you are old. So I just want to tell you, maybe if you are younger you can grab anything very easily, but I am telling you one thing, if you are elder, you have a more understanding than a younger person. You have a more patience than a younger person. So it is no rule that if you are younger or if you are older, you can't learn anything. You can learn English language very easily if you are too old also. So just remember, I can understand maybe your doubt is clear about that. Second is, I have to learn English language. I think I have to live in foreign country because it is easy for me if I have an environment about foreign language. Means people are talking in foreign language like English, so it is very easy for me. It is very familiar for me that I live in foreign country, so people around me all are foreigners. They can speak English, so I can learn English. That is no rule. I just want to tell you, now we are so much fortunate that we have a advanced technology and we call this internet. So you in internet you can access any country to sit at your home. So never think about that. You have to, if you want to learn English language, you have to go in visit foreign country. So it is really easy for me. No, there is no such myth. So just remember that you don't need to think about that. The third myth I am going to talk about that I really feel bored when I'm try to learn English speaking, when I'm practice English speaking. Let me remind you one thing. If you are feeling bored, you don't need to quit. You just need to change your process for learning English language. If you are just reading books, you don't feel good, just try to watch. If you like to watch movies, just try to watch movies with English subtitles. If you like to watch cartoon, just try to watch cartoon in English language. If you want to learn, if you want to listen, like listen English in songs, you can learn, you can listen English song. That is a very good way to create a interest about that, so you never feel bored if you are change your way of learning English language. So I hope that you can understand there is no myth about that. Now I am going to talk about fourth myth that in you English, I never learn English, I never learn English language because it is too hard. It is really, really very hard. I always talk in my mother tongue. How can I do it? How can I speak English? It is really hard. How he is talking like that? How it is really hard. How can he speak so fast? I never do that. I never compare myself. I just want to tell you, what are you talking about? I just want to tell you, if your approach towards learning anything, if your approach is negative at the beginning, you can't learn anything. I just want to tell you, there is no such rules that can tell you that you have to create anything, you have to create any habit, you have a pessimistic approach, you have a negative approach. If your approach is negative at the beginning, you never learn English language. If you want that you can learn English language, try to be positive that whatever the situation is, whatever the difficulties is, whatever the barrier is, I want to learn English language and I can prove everyone wrong that I can't able to speak English. That is the only way. If you have a good approach, if you have a right approach towards learning anything, that is the only way you can learn English speaking. So I hope that you can understand what is the purpose of me telling you, and I always try to tell you about that. And one more thing I have to tell you, that English, learning English, it is not important for me. Why I am learning English? Why I have to learn English? Why I am learn? I don't need to do that. I just want to tell you, if you have a good command over any language, and if you can learn any language, you don't need to think that this is not English is very important. I am not talking about that without learning English you can't live. You can live, you can breathe, but if you want that you will be progress, you can progress in your life. You have to be stable, you have to, like, always want to be a bright future. Why not learn English language? If English language is adopted by all over the world, why not you learn English language? I am not going to force you, but let me remind you one thing. If you learn English language, one day you can believe yourself, one day you feel that this is my most right decision in my life, that I have to learn English language. So I hope that I clear all your myth. And if your approach is right, if you really want to learn English language, no one can tell you that how to do it. It is your approach, it is your way, it is your thought. That is the only way you can understand why English is important. But you have to create an environment, you have to listen English content, you have to watch English content, you have to speak in English content. That is the only way you can learn English language. I hope that I clear all your doubts, all your myth about English language. That's all for today's video. I hope you like my content, and I just want to tell you why you are not watching my full video. Watch full video. That is the only way you can understand what is the purpose of making this video. That's all for today. Do take care of yourself. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.